Hey, good-looking dudes! And welcome back to Puyo Puyo Tetris.
I'm gonna take him, dude.
You better fucking take him.
I'm gonna take him, dude.
I'd like for this game to be finished. You can only do so much commentary with a game like this, where you're basically just playing puzzle shit all day.
I'm just stuck, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just stuck.
Well, we all have those childhood nuances, don't we? Those childhood roadblocks. I don't know. Did you have any interesting childhood roadblocks when you played certain games you really liked as a kid?
What do you mean?
Like for example,
I gotta focus, dude. I've been getting my ass a beating for a minute.
Well, this is less of a it's so hard that I couldn't make it past roadblock, but more of a mental roadblock. So my first Zelda game was Ocarina of Time when I was 6, right? And does anybody fucking remember the Redeads? I know you know the Redeads, right? The weird little brown zombie things that shriek at your face and freeze you in your tracks. I was so fucking terrified of those things that every time I ran into them, I could not make it past the marketplace without asking my cousin to move past them for me.
Oh, damn. My favorite Zelda game is Four Swords.
That's a very unpopular opinion.
And
but I mean, it makes sense given the kind of games you like. I can see Four Swords being your favorite. I know there was
a good fucking game. I mean,
I know there was this one kid that was about my age that I knew in high school that really loved Four Swords. He loved he had a lot of unconventional opinions. I know his favorite Final Fantasy was 3, for example.
Shit, dude. This dude is stressing me out.
Oh, is he fucking you up again?
I don't know what you call it, but it's pissing me off, dude. Fuck this guy.
Well, maybe this is a classic case of role reversal where, you were playing as this dude for the first few chapters, and now you know what it's like when you're being dealt by his hand.
Yeah. He's got the...
Oh my god.
Dude.
What the hell?
It's okay. We got all episode to beat this motherfucker. Right, Kenny?
Or we just do the Game Grumps approach and quit.
No, we're right.
And you had more points than him,
Look at that.
What the hell is this shit?
So last time I tried to get mostly Tetrises now, and that still doesn't work.
You might want to start just getting those lines cleared up faster then, instead of building them up.
Let's do this. We got this.
You might have to take a different approach to this one, because I think you're at the part of the game where you actually have to think more now.
What the fuck, dude? This is bull.
It had to come eventually. I told you we couldn't keep fucking around the further we went.
Why not, Kenny? I love fucking around. It was so good for commentating. Now I have to think.
Well, it's okay. I'm gonna be your wingman, just like you were for the Metroid Dread playthrough.
It is stressful. I'm gonna die. Here's the thing, man. It's so hard for me to get past games because every time I get stuck in a game, I start to contemplate things in my life. And part of the thing is, does this matter? Because one day I'm gonna be dead.
Well, you could treat it like a bucket list item, I guess.
But the point is, I'm gonna be dead, and there's nothing that freaking matters that I do, Ken, because I'm gonna be dead. And who's gonna start up my game? Some kid who went to EB Games somewhere, and he was like, well, actually, probably a GameStop now, and he's just like, oh, who the hell is Dylan?
Kind of reminds me of when the old games I would used to buy as a kid. Instead of creating my own files, I was a stupid kid and would just play on the files that were already available.
I'll tell you what, man. What's something I've thought about, because I go to get a lot of used vinyl, is now I'm starting to realize that the people who scratch their names into these old vinyls, because they all put their names in it, because they didn't think about resale value back in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s.
Or even 90s.
Yeah, all these people who have their names and all these letters that say, Merry Christmas and stuff in the back of the vinyl, they're all dead. The reason I have this is because that person died, and it was probably some leftovers that the family sold.
Yeah, I don't think people were thinking about value.
Oh god, I need a line piece so bad before he fucks me in the asshole, dude. Okay.
Yes, Tetris.
Right. I need to get this cleared up before he does this thing. He does this thing where he randomly starts just beating my butthole, dude.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just getting red.
Red?
Red like a book. Oh, here we go.
Red like a piece of bread.
Sure, that too. Whatever floats your boat.
You think I'm playing bad, Ken?
I don't know, because you made it farther than I did. And I don't know if that's because I wasn't doing the fast drop like I should have, or what.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he's fucking out, so it looks like you might actually win this
Yeah,
time.
I'm being very aggressive. Like, fuck you. I'm sick of being here. My fan base, the good-looking dudes don't... There we go! Let's go!
You got... Oh, and you lapped him like double the points, and yet you still got one. Okay, fuck you too, game.
I could have lost.
We fucking poured our hearts and souls into this, and you give us a singular star.
Yeah, I know, dude.
What the fuck is that shit all about?
They don't love me, man. Whew.
And he tells us we're half bad, so it's like,
So, yeah.
What the hell should we believe?
While
man?
we were on the break and doing our business things in the bathroom, we were talking, man. By the way, we don't go to the bathroom at the same time together, guys.
That would be a little too
That's
weird.
a little too weird for me. But we were talking about, you know, I got the Genesis
excuse me.
pack. I got the N64 pack because I share with my friends. Why don't you tell me how you get your Switch internet?
Wait, are you talking about just how you get like the N64 games?
Yeah,
or,
you
like...
told me you know a couple guys from over the pond.
Oh, you're talking about how you get
Yeah.
Okay, so like you're talking about you got your family membership from fucking like
From getting all my homies.
See, because like in my mindset, I was like, I am not paying $20 for a service that's barely functional in the first place. And Nintendo's slowly but surely fixing that, because recently it was discovered that like the reason why their servers were so shit was because they had to go through a configuration to make sure it ran with Windows 98 first. And that's some stupid sounding shit. It sounds just as absurd as...
Well, I don't understand, because, like, it's not like it's Xbox.
It's like, come on, Nintendo has all the fucking money in the world,
A
and...
whole new world!
A whole new world! But yeah, it's like... So, recently, they've started getting new servers, and games like Mario Party Superstars, I am not shitting you, they run... really
Look
fucking
at
well.
her, dude. Okay, so she so far is definitely everyone's waifu, that dragon girl.
Oh, the Dark Prince?
Dang, dude, I don't
know, man.
That's so crazy. Like, this game, look, do you see the amount of, like, crossover this game has? This is the most intense anime I've ever seen. First, it crossed over with fucking Star Trek, dude. An anime crossover with Star Trek, the first step. Then it crossed over with every other anime that's involved in a high school. And then it...
I think it's less a crossover and more like it's just kind
what
of...
was the next thing?
It's kind of just riding through all the typical anime tropes at this point.
Like, no, and then it crossed over with, what was it, New York City it looked like for a little bit.
They probably just took a handbook.
And now it's crossovering with Fire Emblem, bro.
It's like they went and took a handbook, looked up all the fucking anime tropes.
Yeah.
There exists. There's a website for that, by the way, where it's common movie tropes. What is it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, they probably went and saw the Japanese version of that, and were like, you know what? Since this is a game about Puyo Puyo and Tetris, let's just slam and cram every single trope we can into this game story. And then somehow use our pre-existing characters from this franchise hardly anybody knows about.
Yeah, nah,
But,
dude, it's god tier. This is the best crossovers I've seen in my life.
So anyway, back on track with what we were talking about with the online shit. Like, yeah, the Mario Party Superstars runs like a fucking dream, and that's because they're starting to use new servers for their new games. But the real question is, when are they going to fucking change out the old servers for the other games, like Smash
Oh,
Ultimate?
that's a dude. I said it was a waifu. That's a dude.
I didn't know you were into traps.
No, I'm not. But dude, he looked like a girl from that picture.
No, I don't know. I think I'm gonna continue giving you shit for that because you
that.
said he was pretty
Oh my god! Had you seen There's
a term for that too.
No, had you seen the newer Scooby Doo's? I think we talked about that. I told you that
the one with Courage the Cowardly Dog in it or whatever.
No, the new Scooby Doo. Like I don't know if it's new. It's like 4 years old. But I told you Daphne and no Velma and Shaggy.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Oh my god, dude, we have to watch that together when we're drunk. So like Fred, there's like this meme because he's like obsessed with traps, like actual traps, and everyone keeps making all these funny memes that he loves traps.
I haven't seen that.
There's this one episode where Daffy's like, "You have to pick between me and your traps."
Oh man, there are so many different ways you can take that too.
Dude.
That's the fucked up thing.
That's so funny.
Oh man.
That honestly, that Scooby Doo that was on Cartoon Network like 4 years ago. That's the best reboot they've had in a long time.
And I believe you. I just haven't. I don't actually have cable or satellite TV, so it's not like I can.
It's on Hulu. No, it's on Netflix. I'm sorry, it's on Netflix.
I don't have a Netflix account anymore.
Yeah.
All I have is Paramount Plus at the moment. And that was because it was $6 a month. But no, yeah, it's just a question of when are they going to move the servers over to Ultimate. But going back even further, because I was trying to lead into something, I was saying that I was not going to pay $20 a month for a fucking shitty-ass online
service. It's about time.
service.
Get to the point, Ken.
So, I did a family membership, and the people I'm doing it with all people are these people from fucking Portugal.
I thought you said Spain.
And it's like...
Is it Spain or Portugal?
It's Portugal.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a mini country inside of like Spain.
No, it's its own country.
I know. I know it's its own country.
If you went to Portugal and told a Portuguese person, they would literally raise hell on you.
And I'm sure they would.
Yeah, dude.
But anyway, yeah, it used to be these people like kind of sort of talk to because I was supposed to get the membership with somebody else. So basically, I'm in an online membership with these people I barely know.
Do you get like?
And I only talk with them when I'm renewing it once every year.
Do they get like, you know, like national, like basically local stuff? Like, you know how like Netflix is? Like, if you have Canadian Netflix, you have different shows.
I've heard about that, and that's why all these people are like advertising. You get these like web protection programs, so that way you can change like
the point is
you can change your nationality and then go on Netflix and get different shows.
Yeah, everyone knows about it, but what I'm asking is, is there stuff like that you get exclusively from Nintendo because of that?
Like for a family membership?
Yeah, because like your family membership's from Portugal.
Not really. I feel like that would only change.
Nintendo's so cheap.
Well, there is kind of a way you can change like the nationality of your...
I mean, like, is there like different games you get?
Well, so there's a funny like exploit you can do with your Switch, right?
Nah.
So, in case you guys didn't already know, there's obviously a SNES and NES online app, right?
Yeah.
And the Japanese SNES and NES online apps get different games than we. What the fuck are those? But we get.
I know, that's literally what I bet you they explode. Let's try it.
But like they get different games.
Oh, they up my attack.
Some of the games they get are different from what we have. Like they get the Fire Emblem games and we don't. Right?
Who the fuck put the Smash items on here, guys?
So anyway, the way you can get around that is if you go on your My Nintendo account online.
What the fuck, dude?
And change your nationality to
oh my god,
to Japan, and you can actually go and even though you have a U.S. owned Switch, you can go in there and get the Japanese version of the NES and SNES online apps. Because for some reason...
Oh my god, dude.
Whoa, what?
No, like, there's, like, items now in this game.
I guess they had to spice up their variety somehow.
Dude, what the fuck? This is so bull.
Uh-oh. I guess it had to happen eventually.
This is
Attack
so
up? What the fuck does that even mean?
Very aggressive. Hey, had you ever played Tetris Friends? I think we talked about this already.
Tetris Friends.
Yeah, that online website that you played free Tetris with people all over the world.
Okay. No, I haven't.
It was fucking dope. I think they just got rid of it. It was so good. That's what I did during high school instead of my projects on the computer. Man, if you asked 14-year-old Dylan to do this, he probably would have already beat the game.
Oh, are you saying you were better at this game than you are now
What?
at some point?
Yeah, I was better at Tetris back then. Well, I played it like all day during high school.
Well, I felt like I noticed a trend, like a common pattern I've seen in myself compared to like, oh my god,
I'm gonna lose this.
compared to when I was like, you know, younger and older or whatever, right? I'm trying to find my fucking like words, but anyway.
What?
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
So was it
Well,
just
I
a,
couldn't
was it just
tell.
a point battle?
I couldn't tell because I was too busy waiting for you to tell my love and subscribe. Oh, did I win?
No, you didn't.
I was waiting for you to tell him that you work with people from Portugal and the mafia or whatever.
Oh my god, no. There wasn't much else to the story than what I already said.
Yeah.
But what was I even talking about?
I don't know, man. We're talking about how Nestle is an evil company.
Fucking Crunch Bar Company?
Yeah. You don't know about it?
I haven't heard the news, no.
Oh, really? So basically, they lie to pregnant mothers about their stuff that they need it when they don't. Their birth stuff. What is that stuff
Birth
called?
control?
No, not birth control. Like that stuff they give them mothers who can't breastfeed. They lied to that. Got a bunch of kids sick. A whole entire generation of kids sick off of Nestle. Not only that, but them and a couple other big companies, they bought up all the cocoa farms in Africa, pay them bare minimum, so that they can get, because they own all the chocolate now. They made the chocolate cheaper because they bought all the lands, and pay the farmers less money. Now here's the fucked up part about it, is those farmers barely make enough money to get by, and you know what they do in Africa when they do that? They get child labor for free. So now they have child labor involved with their chocolate. Enslaved children, basically.
Damn.
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't actually. That's
Yeah.
not something that's talked about.
No, they don't talk about it.
Shit.
Yeah, good-looking dudes aren't afraid of talking about the dark world. We're gonna teach y'all to be good-looking men.
And maybe teach you guys some moral ethics along the way,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Every time you buy a Crunch Bar, think about the starving kid in Africa who's working like a slave to get you that. You know what's sad is like Kit Kats are owned by him too.
You know what sucks is that like when I used to work at Publix, like when I'd work at night or whatever.
Did I win?
Yeah. You did. Like when I used to work at Publix, one of my favorite things to get right at closing, so I'd keep myself awake, was the fucking Crunch Bars and like a coconut juice water drink. The body armors.
Oh.
Yeah, the body armors. Those things are so good, and they're sold for a cheap prices at Publix.
Energy drinks.
They're not energy drinks. They're coconut water, like Gatorade.
I like the Bay. I think I showed you it.
Okay.
Yeah, those Bay coconut drinks.
I feel like
They only have like 10 calories too.
You know what I just realized? Our fucking conversations in this video have been all over the place to the point of where I can't cohesively remember what we kept up with, rather.
No.
Oh man, this is what Puyo Puyo Tetris
I mean,
does
we're
to
just
us,
chilling,
guys.
dude. We're good looking dudes chilling. And if y'all like this kind of content, like, comment, and subscribe.
Arl's on the job, so it should turn out all right.
That sounds reassuring.
There's Trash Bag, man.
I'm noticing you're getting a lot better the further you go, though. Like, you were pretty slow starting off. I was going back through and fucking editing the footage, and I'm just like, wow. The Dylan from the start of this playthrough compared to now is a whole whole nother beast.
Well, you know, now they're making me think, so I'm forced to play good. Before that, I was just kind of pooping on your controller.
Shit, so you have a Mings problem then.
What's that?
So Mings is like a Fire Emblem YouTuber, and his a thing that a lot of people shit on him for is that he'll always put like his best forethought into like these difficult maps, but then sometimes he just randomly loses on like the easiest shit ever.
Yeah.
And people call him bad for
Well,
it.
I mean, it's hard to focus.
I mean, I kind of had the same issue too. I have to give a shit so I can do well,
Yeah.
because like if I don't have that push, then whatever, right? Oh, so this one you got to actually get a lot of points to clear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do I gotta do?
Probably just clear a bunch of lines at once.
Okay. Like a bunch of Tetrises?
Yeah, like
Okay.
rows of 4, essentially.
I might mess. I feel like I already fucked it up then.
I don't know. You're doing okay. Well, you still got a whole minute to work with.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah.
That was done perfectly in sync, and I did not intend for that in any capacity.
Yes, you did. That's hella gay, too, dude. Burping with me.
Damn, son, I didn't know you looked at it that way.
Yeah. You might as well walk me to the bathroom. Oh, no!
I don't vibe like that, my guy.
Oh, no! Did you see what I just did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I fucking did.
Yeah, I rewatched some of my playthrough too, and I was like, dude, put that right there. Are you fucking kidding me? And then I like put the fucking line.
Oh, you
piece
watched the
across.
whole thing?
I watched part of it. I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna win this time. I might as well retry, should I? Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're just a few points away. You got it.
Shit.
Just get this. Okay, there we go. Now shoot for the high score,
Why high score?
so you can get more stars.
Stars. What would I do with stars, Ken?
I don't know. You can look back at yourself and be like,
Proud of
wow, I can check this off my bucket list because now I got all the stars and
See,
Puyo
I don't
Puyo
have
Tetris.
a bucket list. Whatever happens in my life happens, man.
Well, that's the kind of thing gamers go for, I guess. Even though it kind of matters a lot less on the Switch because the Switch doesn't have it proper. Because the Switch doesn't have a proper achievement system still.
I'll tell y'all kids this. Y'all good-looking dudes. I never really was much of a gamer.
Well, obviously
I
you're
think-
passionate about a few certain games that
Yeah.
you grew up with.
Yeah, because, like, honestly, when I was a kid, I only had, like, 5 games, you know what I mean?
Well, it seems like your parents were more strict about gaming than mine were.
Yeah, my mom watched Oprah in the 2000s, and they told me that if I played too much Pokemon, then I'm probably going to go into school and shoot somebody.
Well, funny thing you mentioned that, my parents fucking hated Oprah, so maybe that's why I got away with it.
Yeah, dude, like, I mean, for real. Like, that was a different time. You know, honestly, my parents, they I mean, I don't want to say they weren't around, but, like, there's a lot of things I would, you know, I could run out in the streets and they wouldn't care. But if I played Pokemon, or not even Pokemon, I mean a video game.
Don, you put that down right now.
Yeah, yeah.
That playing that Tetris is of the devil.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like, they were like, this stuff's evil. Like, this stuff's gonna teach you to be a bad person.
Kind of like how, like, in the fucking early 2000s or 90s or whatever, where they were cracking down on video
And
games.
it's not like I
because-
was playing Grand Theft Auto either. Like, they were...
No, actually, on the topic of that, this actually is a good segue into something.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they would blame video games for making people more violent? What is your stance on that exactly?
You know, I think anything can make anyone more violent.
Because
Yeah,
I don't feel like that's a video
I
game
feel like
exclusive
no,
thing.
like I feel like films too. Films could teach people to be more violent. The thing with children is, and I teach kids all the time. And what I come across is that children are like sponges. They'll absorb anything, and if they enjoy something, they're gonna get anything out of
Because
that.
children are very
Yeah.
moldable.
Yeah, they're whatever their background is, whatever their surrounding is, that's what they're gonna do.
Because at that time in their life, they're more
Yeah,
molded
but
by
it's-
their
but-
experiences than any.
But what I'm
Thing,
saying,
really.
dude, is that like, you know, it's not like if we were to focus on one subject like gaming and say that is what's causing the kid to be violent, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be several things.
And it's like, people like to pretend that, like... See, what I don't understand is that if some parents are so bothered by it, Then why on earth are they letting their kids get away with buying stuff like Call of Duty when they're like 10 or 11 years old?
My parents didn't mind if I had a Nerf gun.
I mean, that's dude.
Yeah, I mean-
my dad was trying to get me to shoot shotguns when I was 6. So,
yeah, but
I mean,
gaming was evil.
I mean, that's kind of, my dad didn't like gaming at all. If anything, I mean, I kind of often
I think
had him taken
the
away
thing,
from me.
well, gaming is addictive. Like, gaming addiction is just like drug addiction.
You're ready.
And it is kind of sad. Like, I feel like kids, like, below the age of, like, 9 probably should have a set time limit for video games.
Yeah.
Because it's addiction. It's like, it's straight up addiction.
And
They
I mean,
crave it.
I kind of had a phase where my parents would impose on me, like, where I would either play for 1 or 2 hours a day, or they'd only let me play on a certain time, because I had mad...
I'm sick of Tetris, dude.
I had some mad ADHD growing up, so, like, it
But,
was
like-
very easy for me to lose focus, but, like, if I was focusing on school and that was the only thing I was thinking about, then all of a sudden I'd be doing a lot better.
But no, kids should have a set time for gaming addiction. Like,
But my stance on it is that if gaming's kind of like what do you feel is the thing that's really causing these issues, then wouldn't that kind of apply to other facets of life too?
what do you mean?
Well, because you were just talking about, like, it's not just video games that can cause that. It can be other like outlying factors.
If you went into psychology class like you're talking about doing, Ken, then you're gonna get a whole lecture about gaming addiction. It's like very prevalent.
Swap.
It's actually just as prevalent as drug addiction, because it is. You have withdrawals for gaming like you do for anything else.
Right.
You do. Like, it's
No,
very,
I'm not saying I
people,
don't believe
and
you.
here's my thing with gaming addiction versus drug addiction, and they're both bad. I'm not saying that you should do either one, but the problem is when you hang around somebody who is a drug addict, they do crave their thing. But when you hang out with someone who's addicted to gaming, that's all they can talk about is gaming. Like, they lose the ability to interact about anything but the new video game coming out. So they lose the ability to socialize.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like, all you're gonna hear from them is the new Smash DLC or the new League of Legends thing coming out. Like, it's sad. You feel me?
Because they don't get enough exposure to everything
No,
else in
it's
life.
because their life is literally just the game.
And they probably don't get enough exposure in life to see those kind of other facets.
Yeah,
either.
like they're too busy working on their League of Legends or whatever.
This is probably why I can't bring myself to play stuff like the MMOs or like Minecraft or
Yeah.
whatever, because I know those things feed into even deeper addictions. Now, like, I used to have a really bad gaming addiction when I was younger. It's like I was saying earlier, my parents had to impose.
Here we
time
go,
on
ready
us.
for this, dude?
Like, my parents had to impose.
Oh fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah, you sure did. But like,
Fuck.
it's like I was saying, like, my parents had to impose time limits and like certain days. And
Oh
everything.
fuck me, dude. Okay, it didn't count. Cool.
But
I can see.
nowadays it's like I feel like I can only really play games where I can finish it once and then move on.
Yeah.
I tried. I don't feel like I have the attention for them like I used to anymore, because like I know I tried to get into an MMO like Final Fantasy 14, and I will admit Final Fantasy 14 is a pretty good ass game, but I just don't have the ADHD. I don't have the attention span to sit there and pay attention to a game for like longer than a month, because
Dude,
at some point or
there we
another I'm
go.
gonna finish it. I'm gonna be
There we
like,
go.
I'm gonna be like, I want to do something else. I want to do something else. I can't just play this game, because I get bored of things very easily. I have
I think
thing.
that's common now.
Yeah, and it's like I don't understand how some people can just be like, this is going to be the only thing I do, and it's going to be complete. It's going to completely define what I. That's why I like, say, Smash, for example. I can only play it in smaller bursts because I get bored and burnt out
Well,
of
the
it.
thing is, like, I'm not a gamer. What attracts me to a video game is the community.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes I feel like I actually talk more about video games than I do actually playing them. I think I'm more passionate about talking about them these days.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because I have a lot of experiences growing up where I probably got
Think she'll return to normal
exposed to games and franchises in a big way that some other people didn't. But I digress.
I think it really is like.
Better not mess with me.
Honestly, I do like movies more than video games.
I think I like anime more than video games.
Really? I mean, I love video games. This is a Let's Play channel. I love playing it when I have someone around chilling. I love video games, guys. I'm not dissing them.
But when I'm by
to
myself-
diss our fan base, who's probably going to be gamers, is kind of funny.
Well, I don't know. People operate differently. You never
But,
know. But I was gonna say, like, if I'm by myself and I don't have someone to play with, or if I don't feel it's for me, having to pick up a big game is kind of a big commitment. And I'll only do it because I feel like it's something I need. I feel like I'm just deathly curious about. Like recently, I picked
Who
up
is
Kingdom.
this kid, Clug?
I don't know. I don't know where the fuck he came from, but like,
Alright.
I picked up Kingdom Hearts because I wanted to have something to conversate about every now and then. Because Kingdom Hearts wasn't a series I grew up on. Like I kind of played Chain of Memories when I was like 12 or 11. But it wasn't a franchise I could get into, and I still kind of can't. I wasn't a big fan of Kingdom Hearts 1, and that's another game that's popular that I'm not a big fan of that I'll get into another time. But the TLDR version of it is that unless I find something where I can... And I gotta push myself through the first few hours of it, too, before I really get into something these days. But unless it's something I'm already familiar with. I'm more than likely going to prefer that I'd rather just watch something on my own time than commit to a video game. Because nowadays, it's like, I have this kind of fear where I'm less likely to spend a bunch of money on a video game unless I know for a fact I like it. Because I don't like buying something and then realizing that I don't play it much or didn't even finish it. And then I'm just like, well, fuck. I just spent $60.
Look at that, I already cleared it.
I just spent $60 on a video game that I don't even like.
What the
You know?
fuck, dude? Why did I get 1 star for that? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't knock over my drink. Cool, guys.
But, yeah, you get what I'm saying?
No, I zoned out hella hard, dude. I was playing this game called Puyo Puyo Tetris, dude.
And speaking of Puyo Puyo Tetris, that's going to be the end of this video. So I will see you guys next time.
Bye!